Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to speak a little bit this morning about some of the problems I faced trying to get to a decent level of trading and being able to manage myself. As humans, we are very emotional creatures, and our emotions can get in the way of our trading sometimes. Now I basically have like a system which I follow each day. It's kind of like ingrained into my soul, and now I don't really have any issues with my psychology with the trading. I say that sometimes I have to remind myself of the important things, but let me give some examples and how I kind of conquered them. So the first thing was not having enough money to trade. And that is something that you shouldn't really have to deal with these days. So let's just say we could have capital. You could have trying to make a living from trading too early.
Morning, Gary.
Morning. Make a living from trading too early. Probably going to spiral as I write these things. Trading too early for a living. Trying to make a trading, yeah, living for trading too early. What else? Capital, trying to make trading for okay, swapping strategies. Not calculating risk. And spending too long at the computer. So I think those are the main things. So let me just talk about these. So most of them are linked. So obviously fear and greed and FOMO are the main emotions of trading. Fear and greed run the market, and fear of missing out is obviously where greed comes in and where you think you're either going to miss out or you're going to miss out on profits. So they're kind of interlinked. So trying to make a living from trading can be an issue if you're not ready. So my suggestion is not to quit your job and start trying to trade with a few £100 or dollars or whatever, and then put in crazy amount of risk on and over leveraging your account, and also being happy sometimes with what you make and taking out some profits and securing it, because it's not your money until it's actually banked and the trade is closed. Because yeah, the greed gets hold and then it just turns into like gambling. So back to capital, with the prop firm accounts that are around now, if you practice the challenges, get disciplined at passing those and sticking within the parameters, that really sets you up for a good future with trading, for one, and it makes you be disciplined. It also gives you the capital that you can actually make a good return from trading. Trying to make a living from trading too early also means that you're gonna, if you're using your own money or even a prop firm thing, you're putting pressure on yourself to perform as well. If you take your time and don't lose money you can't afford to lose, and don't put that added mental pressure on yourself to have to make, I don't know, X amount every day, then you've got a backup, haven't you? You've always got your wage to cover your bills, which I think is important, because if you're going to endanger your own security or your family's security, then you're just being silly, if you ask me. Swapping strategies. So swapping strategies, I used to jump from one to another and think it was a strategy not working rather than working on myself and my method, my method basically. Um, so yeah, stick at the one strategy, and you can refine it, but don't keep jumping, otherwise you just be on this never ending loop where you can stay in the same strategy and keep studying it and make it better. So not calculating risk, this comes into it a lot as well. Have a specific amount that you're prepared to use. Develops an SO an
I
SO.
just I just closed the positions for 194 pip profit.
Well done, mate. See, you are learning. um, so not calculating risk is really important. I mean, calculating it is really important, which is why I chose to make the trade manager, because it was something I kept over leveraging. I kept taking stupid lot sizes on small accounts and stuff. So I knew that if this calculated it for me, then that was a done deal for me. I could live with that. So yeah, having the correct tools to trade with is another thing. Like the dashboard and stuff can help you with the direction of cycles. And then the trade manager is really good for helping with the entries, and it allows you to leave the charts and go and do what you want to do with your day and not be stuck at the computer. If you can't use the trade manager or you don't have it, then you can obviously manage the trades from your phone. But yeah, have a set time for trading and try and write out trading rules. Like I have on my wall at home a bit of paper where I write down my procedure, my time. I trade at the same time every day. So yeah, all these things become like a routine, and I don't even really have to think about it so much now. Just every few weeks or when something goes wrong, I look back and see what happened. Another good thing, like you'll notice I do in the group, I post screenshots that have been annotated with either setups that happened that day that I missed or setups that I took, because then I get used to knowing what to look out for. So when I come to the charts, it's a lot easier. Yeah, so those are like the key points of managing yourself. So, and I have say some rules like how much you're gonna risk, how much risk to reward, when you're gonna move your stop to break even, when you're gonna take profits. And once you've achieved, say, a decent profit for that month or target, so you've passed your prop firm challenge or you've made 10% that month, now you can continue to trade, but reduce your risk down, because if that's like tens of thousands of pounds or thousands of pounds, hundreds of pounds, whatever is a considerable amount to you, it's going to make a difference to your family. Remember, you didn't have that money before. There's another month next month. And if you've had the skills to do it this month, you can do it again next time. So um, let's concentrate on that and try and, get there bit by bit, banking money as we go, so that, we can actually use this money in our lives and use it for our benefit. I just wanted to pull up a flashcard quickly. I'll just find it. Just give me one moment. Yeah, so finding the right balance of risk and a trade plan. Don't use anyone else's trade plan either. You've got to work out how to trade that suits your lifestyle at the moment, and work around that. So if you live in the UK and you start working in the morning at 8 a.m., and you can trade early in the morning, then that's ideal as well. Yeah, so we're quite fortunate here, really. I'm just going to share this other screen because I've got the card. So if you struggle with managing yourself, there's a little thing I want to show you in the flashcards. I don't know. I think you guys can see that now, right? Chat. see what someone says. Psychology is a big one. Yeah, good subject. Okay, so if you struggle to follow your trading plan, then you can put down 2 cups on your table and coins. So you put 2 cups beside your computer and put a coin in each day you trade, and each day you follow your rules. So the aim is to keep the number of coins the same. So if you come to your computer and you trade, you put a coin in this one. If you follow your rules, you put a coin in this one. And if you didn't follow your rules, or you did follow your rules and something went wrong, log each trade on a notepad and then try and correct it using flashcards and going back to your history, looking at where you entered and stuff and reviewing it. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but psychologically, you'll see that your trading and your rule following, whether they're in balance or not. And the other beauty about having something else to do is you feel like you've got to do something when you sit at the computer. So if you if you go off and do something else, you're not going to keep messing with things because your mind will be busy on something else. I found that works good for me as well, you know. So just have your time to trade, your rules, your risk. Don't be stupidly greedy, and then once you see things working, like you can, this is another thing I had to do in my head as well. I had to switch this need to be right and the need for seeing profit as a reward in my brain. I had to switch my psychology to seeing following the rules and reviewing the rules and getting a buzz, getting that same kind of buzz from doing that. And that really helped take the pressure off me. And now I don't even care about whether the trade is successful or not. I don't care. I like it if it is, but because my risk is lower, so it doesn't really affect my family or anything, you know, I don't rely on it. And yeah, so I get my buzz from trying to trade well. That's it, you know. And then when you start to see the results of that, you start to see trades come in with good risk to reward, or even good reward when they haven't always even gone fully to plan and you've taken partial profits. You know, you get that little buzz that you once got from when you probably took too much risk and it worked out, or and you avoid the massive pain of when it doesn't work out. So yeah, that's basically it for this morning. And yeah, that's all I wanted to cover. I hope it helps. I'm going to probably upload this one to YouTube, not like I did last night. So thanks everyone for joining me, and I'll speak to you in the group. Cheers, bye.